I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able.
What is going on, guys, and welcome to Disrupt the Industry. I'm your podcast host, Dre. I really got to work on an intro, but today I'm going to be talking about a big question on the table, and it is, will I compete again? Will I compete again in a bodybuilding show? Will I go for a pro card? Will I do this again, right? And guys, I'm going to give you the whole rundown. Now, there's a bunch of questions at hand here. You know, would I compete again in a bodybuilding show? I would like to. And this is where a lot of people differ. I would actually like to compete in a bodybuilding show again. I love the sport. Like I talked about in episode 1, I just really enjoy the self-discipline, working towards something, seeing the change in my physique, right? But there was a lot of negative downsides and effects to bodybuilding that I didn't even talk about in the last video. So number one is I couldn't even particularly really answer this question as to why. And I'm a pretty self-aware individual. But guys, ever since my show, I have been super sad. Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh, like post-show depression, Dre. I'm post-show depression, Dre. You're just typing. Oh, yeah, post-show depression. And basically, guys, what post-show depression is you're leading up to your big day, and then you're on top of the world. And then the next day, it's all over, and you're back to being a quote-unquote like normal person. It's a normal life, right? The spotlight's off of you. That's not what this is, guys. You know, it really is not. I think for me, there's like a confliction with building an insane physique and becoming the best version of myself and just chasing that self-betterment each and every day. And then there's like a confliction between that and like optimizing my health, my hormones, and just really going hard in the paint when it comes to health and hormone optimization. Now, there's a few things and bugs that I'm trying to work out here. You know, I do want to be the healthiest version of myself. I do. And a lot of what is going to be the healthiest version of yourself is going to have bottlenecks, right? So what I believe to be like one of the healthiest diets you can eat, right? And I'm just going to I'm not going to say carnivore. I'm not going to say Mediterranean. I think it's like a combination between a carnivore and a Mediterranean diet. A lot of red meats, a lot of ripe fruits, you know, a lot of sourdough bread is great. Butter in moderations, raw dairy in moderations. There's a lot of amazing things that can be implemented in the diet to optimize health. Now, there are bottlenecks, right? Whether you're doing a Mediterranean or a carnivore, let's start with carnivore. A bottleneck for carnivore can get real expensive if and it's a modified carnivore, right? A carnivore is just, I should specify that. A carnivore diet, from what I understand, is just only eating meat, like in organs. That's not how I classify carnivore. I classify carnivore as like meat, organs, raw dairy, honey, fruit, right? That's what I classify carnivore as, like quote unquote carnivore MD, Dr. Paul Saladino, right? He's great. Okay. Like that version of the carnivore. That when I say carnivore, that's what I mean. And then there's the Mediterranean diet, a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies, nuts, seeds, legumes. There's going to be a lot of fish, a lot of lean meats, right? And there's a bottleneck with that, of course, as well. Vitamins and minerals not being provided through red meat in the diet. They say to have red meat in the Mediterranean like once a week. It's very interesting. So this is a whole other video. Like I'll do one like carnivore diet versus Mediterranean diet, which is better. But there are bottlenecks to each diet, guys. Like a bottleneck for carnivore is going to be, you know, how expensive it can be when it comes to buying all that fruit for your carbohydrate sources when you're bodybuilding, because as a bodybuilder you're going to literally need a crap ton of carbs, especially in the growing season. So that's a huge bottleneck for me if I wanted to do that modified carnivore, right? And then with the Mediterranean, there's also downsides and bottlenecks in the sense that I can't have red meat and I'm missing out on those vitamins and minerals and whatnot from the red meat, right? I can't have as much, say, honestly, it's pretty much just like the red meat thing. You know, there's a lot of fish, there's a lot of fruit, there's a lot, right? But then there's other bottlenecks within the Mediterranean diet as well. And it's basically like, you know, hey, they say there's a lot of herbicides and pesticides that get sprayed on our fruits and vegetables, guys. Like no matter even if you get organic and not, spraying with like organic pesticides, and it can get a little out of hand when it comes to the veggies, because do veggies provide amazing antioxidants, micronutrients, phytonutrients? Like yes, but are there hormone destructive herbicides and pesticides on the veggies no matter what you do? Like that's another yes. So there are bottlenecks to each diet, right? And while going into health optimization, right? Whether it's the pesticides and herbicides with all the veggies in the Mediterranean, or how expensive the fruit can be in large masses on carnivore, right? Or the modified carnivore, right? The functional health diets, right? They don't truly align with what's going to be building a sick physique, right? When you're bodybuilding, it's a lot of rice. White rice is good. I like white rice, right? Some people who have gut problems, they can't have white rice. That's a big thing, right? Again, sourdough bread is not technically on the carnivore diet, but it's very, very, very amazing for gut health, okay? But you get the idea. So what I'm in the process of right now is kind of finding a diet that can both balance my hormones, my health, right? My overall health, as well as helping me to achieve my bodybuilding goals each and every day. And I think what I've decided is going to be a modified version of like a carnivore and a Mediterranean in a sense. From Mediterranean, what I'll use is like a big smoothie, right? With celery, cucumbers, which is technically a fruit. Also some spinach in there, which I know you got to get organic spinach. You got to wash it, blah, blah, blah. Blueberries, flaxseed oil, which is a whole other thing, like seed oils, right? I'm trying to limit as many seed oils from my diet as possible. Seed oils are not good for you. I'm going to be super blunt and say it. Seed oils are not great for you, right? But there is evidence showing that flaxseed oil has some amazing health benefits. So again, you've really got to sift through this stuff, guys. But a modified carnivore with a little bit of Mediterranean in there, and then adding in some foods like sourdough bread is going to be huge in there, as well as some white rice as well. But it's a very, very, very interesting dilemma I have, both trying to balance my health and fitness, as well as balancing my bodybuilding, right? So that's a big thing right there. And I feel as though, guys, the fitness industry can be so dogmatic in the sense that someone has to pick one thing and stick to it, you know? Mediterranean diet, stick to it. Or modified carnivore diet, stick to it, right? It doesn't have to be that way, guys. Like it really, really, really does not. When it comes to chronic disease and illness, can the Mediterranean diet help heal? 1,000,000%, right? 1,000,000%. But there is also evidence on the other hand that when it comes to carnivore diet, raw dairy can help heal the gut microbiome as well. So that's a big thing right there, with natural probiotics. And then some people say they can't eat dairy. So you really got to deep dive into this, guys. So what I'm basically doing when it comes to post-show, balancing my health and nutrition with my fitness and like bodybuilding goals, right, is I'm kind of trying to find a modified carnivore / Mediterranean diet that can help allow me to 100% work towards my fitness and bodybuilding goals without sacrificing my health, you know? And we can get into this for hours, you know? Like I'm pretty much eliminating oats from my diet. Like all the phytic acid in oats is so bad for you. Phytic acid, if you don't know, is going to be a chemical that stops and prevents the absorption of nutrients in the body, and it's going to stunt and disrupt hormones. That's a big thing right there. And guys, like I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite. Like I have a vice, and my vice is food. I love my donuts, okay? I love the donuts. I love the ice cream, I do. So we're not going to pretend like it's not real. I love that stuff. Love milkshakes. It's a vice. Food is a vice. I love a burger. I love a cheesesteak. It's a vice. But, okay, I'm not going to make a majority of my diet that. That all or nothing mindset is going to kill you, okay? You can enjoy things in moderation, but when it comes to the other 85 to 90% of my diet, I'm really trying to look into something that is going to help balance my hormones and my health, along with helping me to build a sick body, and keeps taking those steps to self-improvement each and every day, you know? But again, oats, big no-no. I don't do sugar-free syrup anymore. That shit wreaks havoc on your gut microbiome, destroys you, all these artificial things. Guys, it's just so bad for you. It's just so bad for your gut. It's so bad for your hormones. It's just going to cause problems, guys. Like it can go into so many different things, thyroid troubles. It just sucks, man. Like all the process stuff. And like, you guys, again, just because something's low calorie, I just really want you to remember this. It's not, that doesn't mean it's healthy. Okay. But this was kind of an all over the place video. I just wanted to kind of give you some insight on where my head's at with competing again, trying to find a diet that I like that's going to help not only balance my hormones but keep me healthy. Because before in the past, I feel like I was very bodybuild. I just need to get bigger. But you get bigger picture, and you're kind of like, okay, well, I also want to be healthy. Like I really do want to be a super healthy guy. And you got to balance there, guys. And you kind of got to address some things that you don't want to address. You kind of got to come into some hard truths. And that's what I've been doing the past months. And I just wanted to give you a little life update on myself. So again, I have a great plethora of like coaches behind me. Vince, which I invested a lot of money into, helping me to learn all that stuff from Metabolic Mentor University. Becoming a functional nutritionist is something that's in the works right now as well. There's just a lot of things. So again, guys, I just wanted to give you a little update on myself. Post-show, plans to compete again, diet that's going to be healthy while still helping me to compete and work towards my bodybuilding goals. So thank you guys so much for real. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.